Is this thing on? And we're back. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, we are going to be discussing all things July budget, and I'm a little late because I have not filmed a YouTube video in literal weeks because life has just been lifing. So we went out of town for like 6 days, then I got back into town and I had to study, and then I had some other things to do around that time, and then my friend and godchildren came into town for a few days. It's just been a lot. But I'm here. I'm late, but I mean, this is gonna, as long as this goes up before the new month, I feel like I'm good. So I just did our budget yesterday. I fought for my life to get out of bed to look presentable today, which, I mean, I kind of look like I just rolled out of bed because that's pretty much what happened. So I fought for my life to get up today and film this video. So we are here to talk all things July monthly budget, financial goals. I'm going to be sharing our real number and all of those things. I guess let's start with some happenings that I am anticipating for the month of July. So in referencing my Google Calendar, which my husband and I went on a planning date yesterday to plan our months of July. He has an iPad now because I upgraded per his wish and gave him my old one per his wish, so we can do planning dates now, or he takes his planning seriously with his iPad. So anyway, what's happening in July? I'm looking at July, and when I'm thinking about what's happening in July, I try to plan for the financial things, obviously, when it comes to our finances. So I have a planner meetup that I'm going to, but I already paid for it, so we don't have to take that into consideration. We have a few jazz events that we may be going to. Those are $10 per person. Let's see. I'm planning to go to this wine type of event with a friend, and let me see, the tickets are $60 per person. Have not bought tickets yet. We are going to go to a comedy show in July, but we're going to use our credit card points. I just need like $1 or $2 more, and then I can buy the tickets using strictly our credit card points. So I'm waiting on that. I could probably do it today. I need to check because we get cash back for each purchase. So, but we didn't really spend that much yesterday though, if any at all. Oh, I think we spent a few dollars yesterday, so we'll have to see. But in the coming days, I plan to buy tickets for that. Let's see, what else is happening? I'm going to a reading event, but that I already paid for. I'm going to another reading event, but that's free. The main thing is we are going out of town to our family reunion. So we're going to have to book dog boarding, and we'll have to pay the remaining of the Airbnb and then whatever costs that we will have. The trip is very short. We're going to drive it. It's very short. And we are going to another activity, but we're ready to do a activity while there, this cocktail making class. Some of me and my husband and some cousins, but we already paid for that. And then everything else is technically included because each family pays reunion dues, and we already paid our dues, and that's supposed to cover all of the events, basically just the food, because our cousins who are putting on the event are actually event planners, and they have an event space, and so we don't actually, it's going to be cheaper than typical, I guess, even though the dues are normally cheaper than what they actually are. So I don't know, the dues are normally less each year, so I don't know what that's about. But now that I think about it, that's a little interesting. But anyway, more of the story is because they have space for us to house us and all that kind of stuff, we don't have to pay any extra. Some events are going to be held in the hotels, like conference rooms and stuff like that. So I don't know what all they have planned. I just know that the amount covers everything when you go. So in theory, mine is gas and dog boarding, and let's see. Well, dog boarding, it'll be paid for when we get back. Mine is dog boarding, gas, and a few, snacks or whatever when we get there. It really shouldn't be that expensive at this point. Because we've paid for pretty much everything up front. I am going back to work in July, of course. My husband goes back to work in July. That's pretty much it. July is actually not as chaotic as June. So let's start with, we already started with that. So let's now move into talking about our July financial tasks, to-dos, and goals. Okay, so first up, we want to save $1,000. That is going to be based on the actual budget that I'm about to share. We want to invest 15% of our paychecks, which is a monthly goal. And I like to have that on here as a reminder because I want to start upping that. Like, I just feel like by the time, anytime we get any kind of raise or anything like that, then that's significant, which I don't think that will really come until we really change roles, whether it's with our companies or not with our companies. Like for me, when I get a new job, and obviously I'm only going to go to a new job if it comes with a significant raise, then we can start investing more of our paychecks, or I can start investing more of mine. Or if my husband gets some kind of significant raise, then we could invest more. So that's the goal. We want to pay our monthly credit card bill because probably 90% of our expenses go on our credit card. Pretty much all of them except for our major bills that we can't use a credit card for, like our mortgage and car payment and stuff like that. And then we pay it off. We need to cancel Hulu. I don't know what this means because my husband's like, cancel Hulu, because we're watching something on Hulu right now. So we're watching two things on Hulu. What I think needs to happen is I think I'm supposed to cancel some plan that we have now because I have an offer for a lesser rate. So I need to cancel and then restart it. That's what I think it is, but I'll explore it later. We are supposed to be getting a fence, as we all know. Well, I'm supposed to be getting new fence estimates, but I have not done so. So I need to get some new fence estimates. We need to complete our Q3 financial planning. I like to plan our finances in quarters. So I need to be doing July, August, and September. Technically, I'm doing July right now, but I like to do all 3 months at a time. So I'm going to do that at some point in July. It's the end of June right now, so I'm clearly not going to do it. Plus, I want to film it. I mean, I guess I could do it today, but I can't. Next up, we may or may not need to meet with our financial advisor. We have not been meeting with him in a while. He reached out and asked if we needed to meet with him to review our accounts, but we don't, because I can see what our accounts are doing. There's really not much to talk about unless we're prepared to start doing more additional investing with the company, which we're not. Next up, I have on here schedule hubby hair appointment. I think he may be in the works of doing it already. And anyway, that's on here. Next, research other dog boarders. Our dog boarder just had a baby, just came home from the hospital literally the day before yesterday. It wasn't random, but I had texted her yesterday to check on her I was like, hope you had a safe labor and delivery or something of that sort. And she was like, actually, we just got home yesterday. She said she was in the hospital for like 11 days. It was scary. She labored for 4 days and she had to stay in the hospital, I think, an additional week. And she had to get an emergency C-section, and the baby was nearly 10 pounds and he is nearly 23 inches long. So I'm like, well, glad I checked on you, because I feel like after all that you'd been through, I feel like that was worth my checking on. But more of the story is she will not be able to do the dog boarding for when we go out of town for the family reunion, which she already told us this. So we can take her to our backup facility, which is pretty cheap, but she may be more comfortable there because we normally only send her there for like a day because it's super cheap. If we're doing a day trip or something, I don't take her over there to stay for days at a time. But she may have to go there, like if push comes to shove. Otherwise, we need to research new dog boarders. My friends have an anniversary in July. Typically, we have sent each other gifts back and forth because it's fun and cute. But the way this budget is set up, I mean, I think it could be possible, but I don't really know if I might still send them something. I want to stick to our Virginia trip budget, which doesn't exist as of now, but I will create it eventually. We need to pay our Airbnb balance. I can do that now. Oh, it automatically, I'm like, everybody sent me their money. It will come out automatically on July the 3rd. Purchase comedy show tickets, which wouldn't come from our actual finances, but I have it on here anyway. Purchase wine and design tickets. I think, my husband's going to register, I think, for college this month. And so July. So we'll need to pay his pay his tuition possibly in July or August. Just kind of depends on when the classes start, because you have to pay your balance before you can start. So we'll have to see about that. His college tuition is kicking our behinds. I'm also in the process of trying to sell some pieces of furniture and then repurchase new furniture. But I will only do so. I will only purchase the new items when I have the money from the old items. And that is all I can think of for July as of right now. So let's move on to our actual monthly budget. First up, we have our gym bill at $62. Yes, I use the gym. I spend probably like 10 hours at the gym just doing random activities, like not in there doing strength training and stair stepper and whatnot, but just table tennis, pickleball, different classes, you name it. So that's $62 for the both of us. Car payment, $314.34. We have 3 cars, 1 car payment. Electricity is going to be $310.12, which is bizarre, but it's Georgia in the summer. So what can you expect? And it doesn't help that we're off work during the summer. So we're always here and have the air like lower because of that. So it's just the price you pay, literally. Cable is going to be $40 even, which is not actually cable. It's actually Sling TV, but it's basically cable. There's hundreds of channels. It's cable. Internet is going to be $80.32. And I think we're locked in at that price forever until we need to upgrade our equipment or something, because the last time that I spoke to them, which is AT&T, we had gone back and forth and she was saying like, I think our promotion had ended. So I was looking for a new promotion. And she was saying, we don't have a promotion, but we can offer you this amount based on X, Y, Z factor, based on auto pay and all, if you have auto pay and all this stuff. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be the price forever, because it should have changed by now. We can't have a promotion. We definitely don't have a promotion because it would have ended by now, I think, but don't get me lying. Lawn care / pest control is going to be $80 even. Our mortgage is going to be $1,672.40. Our cell phones are due in July. We have Mint Mobile and we pay our cell phones in different increments, but for right now, we're paying them every 3 months. So mine is going to be due on the 17th. It's $120, but then the taxes and fees normally bring the amount to around $130.86 or $130.87. So I'm just going to budget $130.86, assuming that the taxes and fees are going to be the same as they've been in recent months. For water / sewer, that bill came in, which that's one of the perks of having waited, is that typically I film these videos before the water bill comes, but it has come in so far. So it's going to be due at $88.55. My student loan is going to be $441.97. My husband's is going to be $73.42. Amazon Music is going to be $16.99. Security for our home, $52.14. Life insurance for the both of us, $42.19. Pet insurance, $63.55. My husband's cell phone is going to be due on the 28th at $130.86. Netflix, $11.99. I'm budgeting $2,000 for shopping. And I'm doing $2,000 because, well, I'm trying to anticipate the expenses for all the things that I mentioned, to include food for us, food for our dogs, dog treats, dog toys, date nights for us, any kind of travel, or the wine and design, the anniversary gift if I purchase it, my husband's hair appointment. All of those types of things come from the shopping budget. And with going out of town, I'm anticipating, I was thinking about $1,750, but I'm just going to do $2,000 and we'll see what comes of it. Also, my husband's talking about getting a PlayStation 5. So we might go over budget, actually, now that I think about it. But it just kind of depends if he buys it or not. He's been talking about it since they came out. I don't know how long that's been, but I feel like it's been at least 2 years. So we will see. And then that would leave us with $1,000 for saving. That would bring our budget to $6,611.70. With social media and side hustles and all of that, we have the ability to earn more. Like my husband got a coaching payout, not this month, I think at the beginning of this month, or maybe at the end of May for his last paycheck. And it was an additional 4-figure number. Of course, I can get additional 4-figure amounts from YouTube and all of that. So we could have the potential to save more, or if we spend more from shopping, then any additional money that we pay ourselves from side hustles and all of that would go there. That is going to be it for our July monthly budget. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and if you're liking what you're seeing, and I will catch you guys, I think tomorrow. I would say right back here in a few days in a brand new video like I typically do, but I already have my plan with me filmed from yesterday when we went to do our July planning session. I filmed the whole process like I would if I were home doing a planning video. So I actually plan to get this video up today and then get the other video up tomorrow, which is Sunday and the last day of the month. The plan with me tomorrow. So technically I should see you back tomorrow, but if I'm lacking, then I will see you back here in a brand new video in a couple days. Bye guys.